Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
From one lord to another, Lord Sugar, Alan Sugar, of Apprentice fame, who's been appointed as the government's enterprise czar by the Prime Minister. This is his second stint in that role because he did it for Gordon Brown some years back. But Gordon Brown lost an election and Lord Sugar left the Labour Party last year. As he's been public about his support for remaining in the EU, one wonders if the timing of Lord Sugar's appointment might have been designed to garner some publicity for his views. Well, I went to meet him in Westminster earlier today to talk business, politics, almost everything, in fact. We began by talking about his new appointment.
I wish to instill entrepreneurial spirit and explain the apprenticeship opportunities, not just to the young people, but also to the employers.
Yeah. But you're kind of basically going to be touring the country a bit, is that the plan?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's very similar to what I've done in the past, obviously. I think the important thing is for apprentices to take a job where they are going to learn while they earn. And the government has laid on kind of facilities for them to do this. And employers, it's important for employers to understand and put those things in place.
Mm. You were a member of the Labour Party until about a year ago. And you left because I think you felt they had fallen out of love with business far too much.
Yeah, that's quite right. And, I left at a time before Jeremy Corbyn was appointed, so it looked like I had some foresight in my leaving because...
you definitely were not going to rejoin now then?
Absolutely not, no.
You're going to join the Conservatives then?
No, not at all. I'm a crossbencher.
You're famous, most famous now in this country among young people for filling the role of the apprentice.
Yeah.
Your American counterpart, of course, is Donald Trump. You've likened him to Hitler. I don't know if that's...
Whoa.
You made some comparison.
You're starting to sound like Piers Morgan now. Be careful.
Right.
Be careful. You don't want to be classed as... You don't want to be categorised as him now.
No. But I wonder whether... Well,
I called him the Pied Piper, actually.
Well, you said there are comparisons to be made on Twitter. Some comparisons to be made to Hitler. I mean, how worried are you about a Donald Trump?
I'm not an American. If I was an American, I would be very, very worried. And then again, Mr. Trump considers himself as a great businessman.
Isn't he a great businessman?
I don't know. Look, I've been in business for 50 years, coming up 50 years now. I haven't put any companies that I'm involved in into insolvency or anything like that. You may need to look up your facts and just to see what his history is. And you may need to look up your facts as to see whether many of the buildings and the businesses that bear his name actually have anything at all to do with him.
Brexit. You've come out for Remain. To understand you're on the side, and I think a lot of businesses on the side of staying in. I just wonder if I can ask what you think about the campaign. A lot of people are saying that the fear factor of what's meant to happen to us if we come out has been overdone. Is that your view?
I'm very concerned about this now. It's getting close to the 23rd of June. I'm very, very concerned because ordinary people, what I call ordinary people that I speak to every day, are very, very confused. They're not stupid, and they know that they're being frightened by the Brexit people and frightened by the stay-in people, and they really want to understand the reasons why we should either be staying in or the reasons that they're saying we should go. Now, my personal view is this is crazy. It is absolutely ludicrous. We cannot even think about exiting. These people that are advocating exit, I mean, with all due respect to them, some of them are politicians. There's an ex-mayor who's gone off the rails at the moment now. I mean, I once had a lot of respect for him until a couple of weeks ago with some of the outlandish things he's been saying. There's 500 million people that we have to sell to. And we need to ship our goods outside. They're our biggest market.
What about the Conservatives? You've said some pretty scathing things about George Osborne and David Cameron in the past. I'll quote one or two. If I were David Cameron, I would think about sacking him. That was Osborne. You said that a few years, 2012. You said that.
Yeah.
I've never rated him.
Look, excuse me. I'm not here for you to bring up a whole host of things that I might have said in the past, you know.
No, but it's just
you
fun
can start talking about
but it's
Arsenal
fun
and
because
Tottenham if you want to.
You're now actually working with these guys, and you've said all this stuff
I am
about them.
taking on a position to promote entrepreneurial spirit amongst youngsters. Now look, you get this in your head first of all. Let me throw the question back to you. What's in this for me? I'm not looking for a knighthood. I've been a Sir Alan. I'm not looking for a peerage. I am a lord. There's nothing in this for me other than my passion to want to instill enterprise into the young people. And whether it's David Cameron or George Osborne or Jeremy Corbyn or whatever, they should be thankful that they've got someone like me doing it.
And you're not going to be towing any party line or told what to say or anything like that.
Exactly. You should know me better than that.
Lord Sugar, thanks very much. Lucky he can't fire me.